Good morning again, everyone. Mr. D.A.W here. It is Friday, and right now, I'm in the classroom, but right now I'm in Colorado, and I think it's good. I don't really know. Anyway, today's lesson. Okay, this is new for those of you who haven't been in the class before. For some of you, Eric and Barney and Elena and Billy and Sean, you took this class last year, but I'm not sure how much you remember. For those of you who have done this before, I apologize for the redundancy. You can continue working on your stuff that you've been working on if you don't want to pay attention to this video. Okay, for the rest of you, I hope you pay attention anyway because you might get a refresher. For those of you who have never used the computer before in this room, this is going to be a lot of fun, I think. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, I'm going to start over here. The first thing you need to do is you need to turn on your computer. Okay, so to do that, first you have to have the monitor on. Now this is not the computer, okay? This is just the monitor. So you have to have this turned on, okay? Let's see, can you see that? There we go. So here's the power button, all right? Now to turn the computer on, if it's not on already, I'm gonna lower this. Actually, I'm just gonna pick you up and I'm gonna move you down here to the bottom. Okay, there we go. You see the computer there? Okay, that's the computer. Let's get the wire out of the way. Okay. You need to push the power button. All right, if this isn't blue, it means it's not on. So you got to turn that on first. All right, then you let that boot up. Okay, up we go. Here we are. Here we go. Hi. Okay. So, once that's on and ready to go, next thing you need to do is you need to log on. Okay, so you're going to hit the control button on your keyboard down here. Okay, can you see that? All right, you got to hit control, alternate, and delete. Okay, control, alternate, delete. So hit control, alt, delete. Aha, now we have a login. Okay. The username is Piano Lab. Piano Lab. P-I-A-N-O-L-A-B. The password is the same thing. P-I-A-N-O-L-A-B. Piano Lab. Okay? So I'm going to type it in. P-I-A-N-O-L-A-B. Log on. Aha! There we go. Oh, that's a cute background. I don't know what that is. Okay. So today we're going to be using a program called Mixcraft. Now those of you who are Mac users, you may have heard of the program called GarageBand. Okay? Mixcraft is actually the same type of program as GarageBand. It is a digital audio workstation. Okay? Be right back. Okay. If you remember from our little assessment, okay, if you turn to the last page, number 4 asks you what is a digital audio workstation, D.A.W, and can you name 3 of them? Okay, so now you know at least 2 of them, GarageBand and Mixcraft. Those are programs that fall under the category Digital Audio Workstation, or D.A.W, okay? Another one is Pro Tools, okay? That's really professional in recording studios. Another one is Reason. There's another one called Logic, okay? There's tons of them out there. Audacity is another free one, okay? The one that we have on this computer is Mixcraft, and on all of the Apple computers, we have GarageBand, okay? So today we're going to learn how to use Mixcraft. So what you need to do is you need to go to your desktop and find Mixcraft. Double click on Mixcraft. Aha, okay, here we go. I'm not going to go through all three of these options today. We'll talk about those when I am back in person, okay, so that you have more time to work on this. So today I want you to explore the third option, which says build virtual instrument tracks. Build virtual instrument tracks. Okay, so I'm going to click on that icon, and here we go. So let's see if I can get you closer here. Okay, if you can see this area right here, this is called your track window. This is where all of your sound is going to be located. When I record something, it's going to show up over here in the track window. Okay, so this is for recording. This program is for recording purposes. All right. So, track window. Now, on the left side here, you have all of your different tracks. All of your different tracks. Okay? And you can assign each track a different instrument. So for example, if I brought in my band and I was recording my rock and roll band, I might dedicate track number 1 to the vocals, the lead singer. Track number 2 I might dedicate to the backup vocals, which happens to be me. Okay? Backup vocals. Track 3 I might dedicate to the drums. Actually, I would probably dedicate 5 different tracks to the drums, but that's okay. All right? Maybe another track I would dedicate to the bass guitar. Another track I would dedicate to the keyboards. Another track I would dedicate to the electric guitar, okay, etc., etc. So you can dedicate as many tracks as you want to different instruments, okay? Now, here comes the fun part, the recording. So, when I want to record something, I need to choose which track I'm going to record on. So, let's see. I don't know how well you can see this. I'm going to try and bring it in even closer. Oh boy, this is difficult. Okay. So, if you can see, I'm going to hit the arm button. Okay, if I go to my first track and I hit arm, it turns red. That means it's ready to record. And if I hit record and I start playing on the keyboard, okay, hey, how does that sound? Okay, so now you see up here, okay, in the blue area, now it's over the white in your track window, I have some actual sound. But remember, this is signals. These are all signals. Okay, these are signals from the keyboard. There's no strings inside there. Okay, it's all electrical signal being sent through the computer, through that MIDI cable. Remember we talked about MIDI? Okay, so I have that up here. Down here, it also shows me another form of those sounds. Okay, we don't have to worry about that right now. So now I'm going to hit the back button. I'm going to hit the play button, and let's see. Okay, all right, I'm going to back you up. All right, cool. That was great. Now, here comes something even more fun. Okay, remember how when we went into the community hall on Wednesday and I showed you the digital piano, the black one, it looked like a grand piano, okay? And that digital piano had hundreds of different sounds that we could choose, okay? If you use this program, Mixcraft, it has built in hundreds of sounds, okay? So all you need to do to access those sounds is click on the little tiny keyboard. I'm going to bring you in again one more time so you can see that, okay? If you click on this little tiny keyboard right here, Okay, I'm going to hold this up just for a second so you can see. Watch what happens. I click on that, and it brings up a menu. Okay, so you'd have different categories. Here's a brass, guitar, piano, bass, bells. Okay, and you can choose then your different instruments. So let's say I want to do some bells, and I'm going to do some church bells. Okay, so what does that sound like? All right, okay. Okay, that's like our school bell, huh? Okay, so I can choose a bell. All right, I can choose other instruments like what else is cool? Flute. Okay, I could do a flute. Okay, I can do some string sounds, some orchestra sounds. So if I do full orchestra. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, all right, so now I want to record something. So I'm gonna find a really cool sound. I'm gonna go to Bright Pad and I'm gonna do the first one, Comp Synth 80s. All right, and I'm just gonna demonstrate something here. Okay, I'm gonna show you. We're gonna record again. Hello. We're gonna record again. Okay, but we're gonna use this sound. So I'm gonna delete what I just did by single clicking and hitting the delete button on my keyboard. Okay, I'm going to go back to the beginning. I'm going to hit record and I'm going to start playing. Oh, that's cool. Cool. Yeah, that was fun. I like that. Okay, I might actually turn that into a song. Anyway, so there you go. That is the basics. Okay, sorry. That's the basics about Mixcraft. What I want you to do today is try and record yourself either playing a piece that you've been working on or just record something random, okay? Find some sounds, find some cool sounds, and record those sounds. All right, now you can do 2 tracks, okay? You could do 3 tracks. You can do 4, 5, 6, 7, as many tracks as you want. The only thing you need to make sure that you do is that you need to record on an instrument track, okay? You cannot record on an audio track because audio is real sound. We don't really have real sound right now. We're just using the keyboard, and that is the signals, okay? It's not real sound. It's signals being sent through, electrical signals, okay? So you need to add more instrument tracks if you want to do that, if you want to have more than 1 track. So what you do is you go to plus track on the top left. It says plus track. Click on that, and then you go to where it says insert virtual instrument track. Insert virtual instrument track. Okay? Once I do that, it adds another track. And I can do that as many times as I want. Okay? All right. So record yourself, find some cool sounds, and I look forward to listening to them on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.